It'll be the same game with a brand new name, Shamrock the Court, a volleyball fundraiser, which will be put on by Cerebral Palsy and ARC in the middle of March. Joining me now with what's a familiar face around the OCMS studio, Connie Carmichael.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Oh, you even get a round of applause.
Thanks, Andy, Scott, and Gary.
Connie, tell us a little bit about the event for Cerebral Palsy and ARC, which you're now a member of, or a working member of. This Shamrock the Court, what is it all about?
Oh my goodness, well, some people who've played volleyball for us in the past may remember that it used to be called the Volleyball Weekender, and we changed that name because it used to be at the Armory and it used to be Friday and Saturday. Now we changed it to Shamrock the Court because it's in March instead of November, and it's going to be at the bar in Oshkosh on March 15th.
Okay, now explain how this fundraising event is set up. Is it a tournament style? Is it a round robin? How the games and the actual event itself work?
It's going to be so much fun. Right now we're at 20 to 22 teams, and it's 4 to 6 players on a team. We start at 6 o'clock and we run until probably bar close, 1 to 2 a.m. And what happens is we have a few different ways to play. You can play with the tournament, where you play up to a minimum of 2 games,
okay,
and you play against each other, and that's where you play all night long until we have a first and second place winner. Then we also have the traditional play, where you play up to an hour with your teams, and then we also have the grudge match. And what's great about the grudge match this year is we have the Oshkosh Police Department and the Oshkosh Fire Department playing against each other.
Now, so it is actually, that was going to be one of my questions, is that it is a competitive event. It's not just a fun, relaxing sort of thing necessarily.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's not like you're competing for like big bucks or something like that. You want that really nice trophy to take back to your office or whatever. But yeah, it's fun. It's just a great time. And what's great is you can bring your family, and the bar has 4 courts, and so it's going to be a lot of big fun, a lot of great family time as well.
You mentioned earlier that it used to be called the Volleyball Weekender. How long is this event? I know it's got a new name, but how long has the event been in existence?
Oh, that's a good question. I know that it's been around at least for 4 or 5 years, but it may be a little bit longer.
Okay, so from what you know of it, in your experience with it, what is going to be different other than the name in regards to the event? How has it changed?
Totally different, totally different. We've added so much. We've added entertainment. We've added Copper Box is going to be playing from 9 until midnight. We've added some really unique, fun games to tie in with the St. Patrick's Day weekend and everything. So it's going to be big fun. And
who is directly benefiting from the event itself?
All of the proceeds go to help Cerebral Palsy and ARC's programs.
Okay.
And we benefit, we help programs for our basic needs programs, the Respite House, and a lot of different programs for all the different 9 counties that we cover. And so all of the proceeds will go to help those programs.
I hear there's some unique raffles. I mean, tell us about some of the raffles that are going to be going on.
I'm so glad you asked about that. Oh, this year we're going to have the traditional paddle games where you buy a paddle and you win prizes. Those prizes will be around $20 on up for the value of each prize that we have. But to tie in with St. Patrick's Day, we're also, every hour we're going to do a pot o' green where 3 people can win cash for every round. And one of my favorites is we're doing a Lucky Charms round, and it's sponsored by Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
And I have to thank Mark and Susie from the Oshkosh Piggly Wiggly. They've donated 2 cases of Lucky Charms cereal, besides some other things that they've donated. But with those prizes, when you win a Lucky Charms, a box of Lucky Charms, each box will have a prize worth $100 to $200 in value.
Wow.
So it's, you know, they're magically delicious, but they're going to be full of money or prizes or something like that, gift certificates, and it's going to be big fun.
Is there still, for those that are interested in this event, maybe competing in it, is there still a chance to sign up and to register?
Sure. Well, we have 20 to 22 teams right now that's registered, so absolutely. You can give us a call at 424-4071 or check out the Cerebral Palsy website at cpmideastwis.com. and it's got all the information. It's got the poster. It's got the details about the volleyball. It's even got our PSA on there you can watch as well.
So the big question for those that are interested in competing, other than the contact information, of course, is the cost. What does it cost to be involved in this event?
It doesn't cost anything to come, and there's absolutely no cover charge for Copperbox. We absolutely appreciate all donations if you'd like to donate something. As far as the teams, it's $150 for your entire team to play in the traditional round. I'm sorry, the tournament round.
Okay.
And then if you raise $350 as the traditional round or the grudge match, you receive, everybody in your team also receives a T-shirt.
What kind of crowd do you usually get outside of the people that are playing? Is it usually a pretty, I guess, social gathering?
Yeah, well, for the volleyball itself, a lot of the families and a lot of the office people from the different teams come out and they cheer on their teams and everything. We're expecting hopefully a lot more people this year because we want you to stay around to enjoy the games and fun that we're having besides the volleyball or in addition to the volleyball, as well as we definitely want you to stay for Copperbox because, like I said, there's no cover charge for Copperbox. They're a great band, especially to have around St. Patrick's Day, and you can hear them on WOCT as well because they're one of the local artists. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, no cover charge, so I mean, it's going to be a fun night. It really is.
What is it about Copperbox, you know, talking about the band that makes them an attractive group to, you know, a wide audience around this area?
Well, I think they reach an audience of. It doesn't matter what kind of music you like, you'll love Copperbox. I mean, some people may call them a little bit Cajun, a little bit Mardi Gras around this time of year and things, but Danny and Michelle and their band, they just do an awesome job. They really get the crowd going. People are dancing, you know, and singing along, and it's just a fun time.
How can people find out more? You mentioned the website. Is there another way to get more information about Cerebral Palsy and ARC and just some of the services they provide?
Absolutely. Well, like I said, with the website is cpmideastwis.com. You can call the office, and especially if you have a family member with disabilities, or if you know of a family with disabilities that needs some services or wants to know more information about the programs that we have, you can call the office at 424-4071, and we'd be happy to meet with you and come out and discuss all the different services that we offer. Finally,
what other events are maybe in the near future and right around the corner for Cerebral Palsy and ARC?
Well, I appreciate you asking that because Jansen's a restaurant and bar. Every year they throw a 45s theme day, and all of their proceeds go to Cerebral Palsy and ARC. And this year that event, it's the Rockin' 45s party, and it's on Sunday, March 10th from 1 to 4. They're going to have food, games, raffles, prizes, all kinds of fun, and like I said, all the proceeds go to Cerebral Palsy and ARC, so we really thank them for helping us out with that as well.
All right, Connie, it's always a pleasure.
Great
and
to see you again.
I'm sure we'll see you around the office many more times in the future.
I hope so.
All right, time to take a break, but don't go away because when we return, we crown a new Student Athlete of the Month who happens to be a big Taylor Swift fan. Nicole Herkert is ours next.